ladies and gentlemen. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime. And tonight, I just wanted to discuss the Transformer games. Okay, last week Hasbro said they were doing the retro arcade. They're going to bring us, like, the first game is Cobra Commander from G.I. Joe. But, so, all these games are about to, like, unleash on us back to back to back to back to back. And what better time to do it than the 40th year of Transformers? Anyway, with that being said, I recently went. Not, hold on. Let me take you back. So the year is 2014. Rise of the Dark Spark comes out, and I had just, 2010, just sat up and played War for Cybertron. I was so excited to play War for Cybertron that I was in line at the GameStop. Was it called Funko Land then? Either way, I'm in line with both my sons, and they were 8 and 10. So anyway, I'm out there waiting on this game to come out so I could buy it at midnight. I literally went home, played War for Cybertron from beginning to end. Played the second one, which was good, but it wasn't the first one. And then 2014 hits, and we get Rise of the Dark Spark, where they try to tie it into Transformers Prime and the Bayverse and close off, wrap up the story of the trilogy of War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron. We get Rise of the Dark Spark. A lot of people was like, why? Why would you want this game? Why would you want it? One, because I'm a Transformers fan. If you watch this channel, if you know me, if it's Transformers related, I'm going to try it. You know what I mean? And I remember getting this game back then on my, what was that, like PS3, I think I had then? But irrelevant. The point is, I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people, was like, oh, well, it was on the War for Cybertron engine, but it's still, the story was all over the place and blah, blah. Here's the thing, people. It's Transformers. I like the fact that in Rise of the Dark Spark, it does have, but it's like having the Transformers, the movie games, and one of the War for Cybertron games, all on one game. So, but anyway, let's get into it. Here's the pros and the cons that I found. Because I went on eBay. Shout out to Punish and Slave. He happened to have it. He sold it at a reasonable price. If y'all go on Amazon and try to buy Rise of the Dark Spark right now, which for it to be a game that sucks so bad, you can't even buy the disc on you know what I mean? Like, apparently somebody liked it. So with that being said, okay, I liked the fact that Peter Cullen is Optimus. I like the fact that there's 40 playable robots. Now this includes the campaign and escalation, but good luck playing escalation now. But I'm a campaign kind of guy. Look, this right here. They brought. I forgot that you could play Bruticus again in Rise of the Dark Spark. He was awesome in Fall of Cybertron. I mean, it was a little lackluster. If you go back and play it now, I've played Fall of Cybertron. I played it a couple days ago. Sometimes I play it to go to sleep. A lot of times at night, we go to sleep watching Transformers the movie. That puts my son to bed, my wife goes to sleep, and I end up sitting up and just listening to it and smiling and falling asleep like I'm 8 years old again. But anyway, the point is, you get to play Bruticus again and just cause mass destruction. How could you not like that? You know what I mean? You get the best of both worlds. You get the Bayverse, you get Transformers Prime, and you get a somewhat... I know, the story sucks. From the way the stories were in War for Cybertron and the story was in Fall of Cybertron, you were expecting a way deeper story. I get that. I did too. I thought it was going to be the epic saga. I give you that. The story did suck. But who cares? You know what I mean? Some games I buy for the story. You know what I mean? Like God of War or Final Fantasy. I buy those for the story. This, I play for fandom. I play because I want to transform. Which brings me to one of my cons of the game. There's not a lot, other than you, There's not a lot of transforming. Like I wanted to see all my enemies transform. This is my biggest problem with the game. Bugs. And I'm not talking glitches. I'm not saying there's something wrong, or the game freezes. No, I mean literal bugs. You literally fight bugs for, man, I promise you, like 60% of the game. Not saying you don't have some awesome boss fights, but it was a little weird that you start off as Drift, then you switch to Soundwave, and then you shooting bugs that look like y'all. They black and purple. You know what I mean? And then like Soundwave was like, "What is that?" Talking to Shockwave, and he was like, "Oh, it's just primitive cyber forms. They look just like y'all." You know what I mean? And like I would have assumed they were under y'all's command. But anyway, I wanted a lot more robots to shoot as opposed to robotic bugs. But the shooting is fun. The moving around is fun. The transforming is fun. The driving is fun. The story is stupid, but it's still fun. I mean, we can't act like it wasn't a bunch of stupid stories in the cartoons that we've watched, episodes that we've watched. But anyway, you can jump the car. I love that. That was always one of my biggest things. Like as a kid, when I played a game, I wanted to be able to hit a button and the car jump. You can do that, and your car is like you've got three forms. You got the robot form, the car form, and the weaponized car form. Now, this is one thing too that was extra fun. The shooting, the flying, and I'm one of the people that play on inverted. My wife and I both play inverted, but flying in this game does look awesome, especially on like a 85, 75 inch, whatever. If your TV supports 4K, it's gonna look amazing. But if you play this on something that's like 75, 80 inches, it is jaw dropping. And mind you, I have a PS5, but I got this on PS4 again. Shout out to you, Punishing a Slave on eBay. And I mean, you get 40 playable robots, and the story is even though the story is like lackluster, you still can switch between. Well, not you can, but the story intertwines and weaves in between Autobots and Decepticons. You might be one person and then switch and turn them around and fight that person. It, it's alright. I don't understand the hate. I do not understand the hate. A lot of people granted, yes, I will say this. Yes, I agree with you. It is the worst of the three. At the same time, I mean, it's a Transformers game. You can transform your iconic robots that, with a stylistic, design to them. You fight a lot of bugs, but the boss fights are actually awesome. I could have did without the Age of Extinction Grimlock. Like he was cool in Fall of Cybertron, playing G1 or pre G1 Grimlock, but Age of Extinction, whatever. Anyway, it's not reactivate. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Just everybody sit back and enjoy what's about to happen for the 40th year. It's coming. Trust me. The new Earthspark game comes out in about a month. What are y'all's thoughts on that? Like I'm on the fence. Like I said, I'm a Transformers fan. I'm going to eventually play it. I don't know if I'll be one of the day one people, but I like knowing PlayStation, it'll be on sale like the month after for like $10.99, and then go back to $60, because that's how PlayStation does. And on my Xbox, I just I hardly ever check it. But anyway, it's your buddy 14th Prime. Y'all tell me what you think. Will you be playing Earthspark? And was Rise of the Dark Spark that bad? If you have it, or if you played it, or if you've seen somebody play it, or if you watched it on YouTube, was it that bad? No, it wasn't. It's your buddy 14 Prime. Y'all have a wonderful night.